girls from Rhode Island having to face that. Chloe Wittenberger will try to set the stage. Eva Taveras, the cleanup hitter, a big bopper. Rhode Island comes in. First pitch swinging and fouling it away.
I think just the nerves, right? The butterflies, that's something that's super continual throughout our careers, but just that win or go home mentality right now, knowing that every pitch is going to be a big one, trying to stay present.
High throw from Briley Goris, and Rhode Island has its leadoff batter aboard.
Maine's fourth game that they're going to play, but she's had 30 strikeouts in the 2 that she's pitched. But
just 3 days ago by Jazzy Peters. So can Murph, at 5'2", she's going to turn 13 in September. Can she, at remembering lyrics? And I am jealous, as I have proven to you over the last few days. I'm not great with the lyrics. Pitch gets away and down to second. Just like that, Wittenberg is.
This is definitely a time when that win or go home mindset of it doesn't matter how you get on base, it doesn't matter how you score your runs, you just got to be the team scoring more. You know that they have that in the back of their minds. They have to just kind of that been there, done that mentality, knowing what it feels like to advance from the stage.
The 8th pitch of the at-bat is high, and the first 2 batters have reached base.
And we talk about how good Jasmine Peters has been in her last outing in that heartbreaker loss, 4-3 against Vermont. She went extra innings. She threw 108 pitches, 80 of them strikes. So right now,
coming to the dangerous number 3 hitter. Vieira takes it low, and the bases are full.
Now batting number 3, Eva Taveras.
Well, after Maine's down on strikes.
something that we've seen the last couple of days.
On the bunt, handled beautifully by Maine. On the squeeze, now at first.
A little PFP action for the pitcher, Peters. Pitcher fielding practice, doing it nicely. Kind of offensive threat that this Rhode Island team might apply. That's a big one.
No, says the home plate umpire, Troy Richardson.
Leading off for New Jersey, number 7, Julia Peters.
And in the circle for Rhode Island, Ava Palumbo. And she is a true ace. She has shown herself. Ava looks over to Coach Derek Vieira in the dugout, the pitching coach who calls the pitches. And now the 5'2", 13-year-old delivers down in the dirt.
Win some ball games, keep everybody on their toes.
Payoff from Palumbo inside. Works a leadoff walk.
Here for it. I want to be part of the glitter gang.
And all the while, the manager, Leanne Pouliot, was saying, girls, not so much. Take it easy. Don't bury her. Don't drown her in glitter.
She even went so far to say, hey, but it's going to be all the off-field stuff that they remember most, the time with their teammates in the dorms, at the pool, all the events leading up to this.
Ripped into right field. Played on a hop by Nina Graziano. Throw to third on the relay is not in time. And Bailey says her favorite song.
That lays down and quits easily. Sometimes it really is that marathon type of mentality here. You're here for a long shot and you just got to keep chipping away pitch by pitch. Every game's important, and you want the people that can sit there and...
Infield in with just the 1 out. Swing and a miss. Palumbo with a huge K.
Down at the feet.
Now here's Briley Goris, a high-level gymnast, as and part of her love of the Tennessee Lady Vols is Carlin Pickens. Ground ball to first, gobbled up. Instead of going and touching the base and finishing the inning, Peters is at third. Infield remains in. sharply hit right back to Palumbo. Didn't break in the first inning. She walked the bases loaded and then managed to get a strikeout, a force out, and a strikeout.
Wasting no time. I think we're going to see a lot less base runners allowed on the silly stuff. Of course, maybe some hits and stuff.
Graziano's bunt goes over the head of the third baseman, Goris, recovered by the pitcher, but she will now try for second and able to make it there. Adley Poulin, by the time she retrieved it over by the fence, no chance to throw out Nina Graziano.
To hold the ball, when to throw. You don't want to force anything out there on defense. Just got to tighten that up a little bit.
And that non-traditional bunt single is the first hit Rhode Island has gotten against Jazzy Peters in 2 games. The sacrifice.
Job advancing Graziano now just 60 feet away from scoring position, trying to tie this thing back up.
Mackenzie. And if she had a walk-up song, it would be, of course, Return of the Mac. Showing bunt. Pitch gets off the catcher's mitt. The good recovery, and now they've got the runner in a pickle. The dive, the tag. Did they get her? What a play by Julia Peters.
And this pitch is going to get up out of the hands of Julia Peters, but the short backstop there, that's great awareness, hustles back, thinks it's the best option not to make the throw, tries to make the tag herself, and I think there's a little bit of confusion on whether or not she tripped, Graziano tripped because of the tag or because of stepping on the base.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's as close as it gets.
There, or the leg going down. Oh, boy.
That's a tough one. I do think it's the right call for the catcher to try to make the tag herself instead of giving the ball up.
So they confirm the call. 2 hops up the middle, cut off by Layla Murphy. They won it all.
Okay, well,
there's got to be something on the line, right?
Absolutely. But how could you not love supporting? Earlier, they've been together since T-ball, and they just look like a super fun squad.
In the batter's box for Maine. In Buxton, Maine, Bonnie Eagle Little League has had a lot of success. Have you checks her swing? Buxton, Maine, about 20 minutes west of Portland, and the volunteer staff that you hear about just maintaining it so that it's a perfect place for these girls to practice. From Maine, they raise $17,000 in a week. Ball 4. It's a 1-out base runner. Biggest hit so far was game-winning RBI against Cumberland North Yarmouth, just to help this team.
Just the fact that all these girls get an opportunity, but you see this pitch right here. But if you ask my hitting coach at Florida State, he would have said that I should have stayed righty.
Worked out.
He would just joke that, well, maybe you'd have been a little bit better on the right side.
Maybe a 3-time All-American, not just a 2-time All-American.
So smart defense there.
Red Sox Nation. But she's sticking with Jazz Chisholm, her all-time favorite athlete, Derek Jeter. She doesn't care what all the Red Sox fans around her say. Now our 0-2 pitch. Big out number 2. Sister Jazz say their favorite athlete all time is Roy Jones Jr.
Okay.
You don't hear that one every day. Especially never know with the 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds who might pique their interest. We heard one of them say their favorite. Hello, Jazzy. We heard one of them say their favorite was Babe Ruth. Sharp bouncer back to Palumbo. Knocks it down and gets the out. Athlete Unlimited Professional Softball will come, and on August 5th they will interact with the Little League players, and then on the 6th the pros will play a game that was better in the second inning, but still it's not vintage yet. Jazzy Peters.
Oh, it was her pitch efficiency that I think was most plays behind her. Trying to get better as the game goes on, but got to limit the free passes and the walks. Typically, statistically speaking, coming around to score.
Bunt handled.
Now batting for Rhode Island, number 7.
We should point out.
Nice little sibling duo that we saw a couple weeks ago at the MLB All-Star game with Cal Raleigh in the home run derby.
Yeah.
He wasn't a pitcher, though, but his brother.
These two girls are only a couple of years apart, but you're right.
Siblings.
The big dumper hitting home runs off his dad with his little brother behind him.
Huge pitch by Peters. Again, no in the big situation right now. Runner on second.
Ground ball base hit under Riesbeck's glove. Poulin hits the cutoff. In to score for Rhode Island. Its first run against Maine.
Clutch hitting, especially with 2 outs. Tying this thing up.
Well, that's the second hit of the day, and just the second Peters has given up in 2 games against Rhode Island. Unusual bunt single last inning. That was a shot. Wittenberg barreled it up, and now it's Layla Murphy's.
Getting people in motion, balls in play.
Ripped the other way. It's a second straight base hit. Trying to go from first to third. Wittenberg, the throw and the tag, and she is out. What a relay.
Didn't even have to throw it that far. The second baseman, Riesbeck, took all the brunt of the work. Good job on the tag, too, by Goris.
It has been overturned, so the inning continues. Sharply hit. It's a third straight single. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Rhode Island with a 3-1 lead over Maine.
Great job.
And that retires the side, but not before a 3-run uprising by Rhode Island. Here is Liberty Atkinson. It'll be interesting to see how Maine responds, playing from behind.
Talk so much about making adjustments, hitting balls hard, not something they were able to do in game 1. Letting the ball get deep, attacking early in counts, and you see the excitement there to get them into hit. Hey, momentum is a real thing, the good juju, but this is a Maine team yesterday, Doug, that came back from, but Maine quickly responded, putting up a 3 spot. I think they like the pressure.
Line drive, base hit to right. Quick throw behind the runner at second. The quick tag by Serafina Sweeney. So now Jazzy Peters 2 for 2. Here's Bailey Pouliot. First pitch swinging off the end of the bat.
Learn to hit it the other way. A lot of the time when you can hit to opposite field, you find your way on base. The good hitters and best in the world.
Pouliot rips a big league high pop-up down the left field line. Tough chance, handled nicely. Not from running out too fast. Soft line drive, nicely done at first by Wittenberger.
Great job quickly getting themselves to 2 outs. This one gets fisted on the hands, but
Maine has already stranded 5 runners through the first 2 innings. Not this time. That is a fair ball. Just over the bag by Maddie Riesbeck in Maine.
that's perfect placement. 1 run easily coming in.
Popped up on the infield. It's gloved by Murphy. And that'll retire the side, so a couple more base runners left in scoring position.
Not only are you representing your state, you're representing your hometown.
And went on to Texas A&M, and then he was a draft pick of the Washington Nationals. He's always... Arrighi is the number 6 hitter in the lineup for Rhode Island. Line back this way. Hit sharply right side. Riesbeck over to first for the second out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nina Graziano would be next. She does not, and it's the first 1-2-3 inning of the morning for Jazzy.
General throughout the week, it comes quickly day to day. These games fly, or what it feels like, because they're just quick, they're efficient, and you've got to get your foot on the gas as early as possible.
Claire Havew grounds out. Now, Ava's the daughter of Mike and Kristen. Here's Ava's 1-1 pitch. Slapped foul, 1-2.
Cool for these athletes to not obviously just be focused on what they're doing on the playing field, but also just be thinking ahead in life. Big career aspirations for so many other things, but that's okay.
I'm guessing every time as Poulin takes strike 3, every time over the next, 2, 3, 4 weeks, you're going to look down and see a little green glitter and
I'm
smile.
sure it'll stay with me.
Maya Hersey lays down a bunt. It's a good one. Tough chance at first, and she is safe. A 2-out bunt.
You can hear her saying I'm good, which is always a good sign.
Yep.
Just a little shaken up. I think she made contact too by her. And you see the foot is just going to slide across the bag. The errant throw. Going to get her in the first.
A former Little League baseball slugger from Gorham, Maine. And so Hersey stays in the game with a 2-out bunt single. Ball 4. So she's 0 for 1 with a run scored. Palumbo has fielded her position very well so far this morning. Her 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air, right field, and it's going to fall fair. Hersey hesitates for a moment. Now she comes sliding in safely. We're all tied at 3.
More success for these hitters when they're hitting in opposite field. This one shallow right field, right down the line. But good job motoring around the base path after that little bit of a hiccup. Coming through clutch.
And that gives Maine the lead. Atkinson drives home 1, now drives home 2. She tries to get to second and she's safe. 5-3 Maine, this all with 2 outs and nobody on. The rally continues to pick up steam.
As Stanwood, as Peters, the hit fest continues.
Jazzy Peters now 3 for 3. Play at the plate. Ball was dropped and she's safe, and Jazzy just keeps running. Round second.
Gonna cause the ball to come out of the glove of Gomez. Good stuff.
Ripped deep to left by Pouliot. That will roll to the warning track. Pouliot heads for third. The ball's dropped. She's going to try to get all 4. And she will. An offensive explosion for Maine. Atkinson with a double. Peters with a single. And then the booming home run here in the 4th inning.
Well, earlier we talked too about manager Leanne Pouliot having as much fun as the girls are out there, but I think the dads behind the dugout were loving that. I think they were cheering louder than the team.
Yep. 2 hopper to short. Sweeney able to finally get that 3rd out. Bailey Pouliot, and we've got a whole different ball game. Watches his daughter get a ground ball to third. Goris throws a little bit wide. It's a 1-out base runner as Palumbo reaches.
Got the slide back to the bag over there at first base by Palumbo just to be safe. Pulling at my heartstrings up here.
Very nice. Well, they were looking for a ball 4 base hit. Ripped off the glove of the pitcher, Palumbo, and it's an infield single. Claire is one of the real success stories on this team. Most improved. Backhand by Murphy goes to second for 1. Adley Poulin.
I've heard Japan is one of the coolest places people have been.
I would agree. Tough chance for Sweeney, and she smartly just holds on to the ball.
Smart for Sweeney to hold instead of forcing a throw.
And Adley is now 2 for 3, a single in the 2nd and a single here in the 5th as Maine looks to build on its 5-run lead. Hersey bunts it.
Not impossible.
Nope.
Just tough.
Palumbo gets the strikeout to strand 2.
And this has been the battle of frequency versus a bigger inning, and obviously Rhode Island found themselves on top with a big inning in the 3rd, but haven't been able to score since.
And Olivia Cole reaches to begin the top of the 6th inning.
Over now to the top. Good job in the 12th hole, getting herself on base. It's a good bunt single.
Now Chloe Wittenberger, first pitch swinging. They get the force at second by Bailey Pouliot.
Best part of that is right now Maine's got the 5-run lead, so they're able to change outs for possible base runners just trying to get outs, not really caring. Pitching with a lot of confidence right now with the lead going into the last top half of the inning.
Hit in the air, shallow right field, and it drops. Sprinting for second and getting there just in the nick of time is Chloe Wittenberger. It's a single for Layla for 2 with a walk and a run scored.
And great piece of hitting there by Layla Murphy.
Jazzy Peters gets the slow roller. Riesbeck on to first, and now Maine is 1 out away.
Pitch to pitch, try to square something up.
Bouncing ball right side, another chance for Riesbeck, and that'll do it. A come-from-behind victory, and Maine stays alive. 8-3 your final score.
Great fight on both sides of the field. Rhode Island set the tone early in the game with the big inning in the third, but Maine chipped away. Jazzy Peters and company getting the job done, and that's what the fight is all about.